without a bruise. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining.
Have you ever wanted to fight alongside the fishes? Well, we're about to do it here at the beautiful Atlantis. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip.
Sugar Ray Leonard, one of the greatest all-time, won world titles in 5 weight classes, and he fights out of Wilmington, North Carolina. So here...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, presenting one of the all-time greats, the Hall of Fame legend of boxing, a 5-division champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing the newly crowned champion, holding a record of 22 wins, no losses, 20 big wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the...
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. How about that time counter shot? That left uppercut doesn't score. Punch right up the middle. That counter punch caught him clean. Do you believe what we're seeing? Only catching air with that hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Just see the nerves on the fight stepping.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. And Sugar is in trouble. Down goes Sugar Ray Leonard. I think that'll look even more dramatic in slow motion.
I need to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you continue.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. So the final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Talk about Leonard in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be. Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Blocks the jab. Which fighter will say no loss? They exchange punches. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well done with that counter shot. Unlucky to miss with that jab. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Can't score with that uppercut. Oh, my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
A shot from the gods took him out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me your ball.
Beaten, bruised, and battered, but somehow he's still in it.
There's always a way back.
On to the third. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
No rest for the weary. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Whoa, Johnny. Oh, Leonard just got rocked. Say it ain't so. Down goes Sugar Ray. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
I've got to see that again.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
There's a right hand. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter shot. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nice counter shot. Can't score with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't.
And there's the bell for round 5. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Straight right just misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And he misses with the left uppercut. Those counter punches have to hurt. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
There's a counter shot. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
Where did that come from? What a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, if this trainer has a pep talk. On to the 6th round. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. A perfect counter lands. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now you've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Perfect punch. Do you believe what we are seeing? There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it's like...
And there's the bell to start round 7. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Punch, counter punch. They both want the knockout. The straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far? Whoa. Oh, my God, Johnny! And it's lights out. That will do it. What a knockout win. We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin's standing up to that. So time to go celebrate after a...
I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. War with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. Yo, I can't stand these rap boys, feel to eliminate all. I'm trying to raise this stack, boy, so tall that it might fall. Top striker, man, I lick off the goal, so anything I set, I achieve and more. Soon bring the man them on some kind of tour. No flicker bars in my rider report.
I'm Todd Grisham, and you could not have chosen a better venue for this one. We're at the Lighthouse Theater. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Tyson Fury. He stands an imposing 6'9" tall with a reach of 85 inches. The Gypsy King himself, Tyson Fury. He's so big and yet so light on his feet. No one moves around the ring quite like this man. Smoking Joe Frazier. His 3 battles with Muhammad Ali, perhaps the most famous the sport has ever seen.
This is going to be an intense standoff before the fight starts.
And now it's time for the official introductions, and for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go. And here comes the legend Joe Frazier, Hall of Famer, all-time great. No rest for the weary. Beautiful counter shot. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
We need to turn this around halfway through.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, like freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
puncher, then basically you do the counterattack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. This is very important.
What you doing?
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Gotta be feeling confident heading into...
One, two, three, four, five. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The straight right just misses. He just misses with that jab. Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
And he scores with the counter. Both men step back for just a moment. Tyson Fury just got buzzed. His eyes don't look good. Body language is bad. He could go down. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Corner. Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter. It's like a lamb to the slaughter.
That counter shot lands. Can't find a home for that jab. When are we going to see a jab from these two? They go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Oh my God, Johnny! Smoking Joe may go. Frazier finally answering back.
Defense, defense, defense is everything, because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Not a lot of defense here at all. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Fury. Back at it in round 4. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They threw the hook. It didn't land. Lucky that hook didn't score. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right down. Goes Frazier.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you okay?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Is that ever hope? Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Counter punching. Is Frazier in trouble? Is this the beginning of the end for this legend? Down goes Frazier.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you still want to fight?
Believe that. And there's the bell for round 5. And there's the bell to start the round. Careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. And now they're trying to get into their opponent's head. Desire, but at what cost? You'd like to see more jabs. These two fighters are made for one another. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about fury in that. And there's the bell for round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Can you imagine if he knocks out this legend? Down goes Joe Frazier.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you continue.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
So what does he do? Does he go to play the understudy and go for second place and think that's me? Or does he think, right, I've got to step this up here? The decision has to be made. But you've got to remember, why are you here? You're here to win.
There ain't no room. Only one, number one. There ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Yeah, I came in, guns blazing. At Raven, you get weighed in. Been training, sick of waiting. Some failing, not plain sailing. Entertaining, check the ratings. Let me out, I don't wanna be bruised in. Yeah, I'm ready, who's next up? Pay attention now, yeah, your best luck. I like to warm up like a few jabs, and then I hit hard like a left hook. My style's unique, not textbook. Step to me, you get yourself messed up. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one. There ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one. There ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Who wants it? Ready for anybody, I got this. They say you can learn from your losses, but victory tastes sweet like chocolates. Top of the game, you can't top this. Permanent sauce, never lost it.
Close the door.
Just wanna find